All right, we're here in the Twin Cities where hopefully the purple rain will chill out and we can play a little lacrosse. The Boston Cannons and Utah Archers set to battle in the second leg of our Friday doubleheader here in Week 4 of the season debut today. Matt Campbell turns around, beats Dobson, and the Cannons score 26 seconds in.
That goal, Matt Campbell is tied with Marcus Holman on the season for the team lead. Second-year pro out of Villanova. He played for Coach Mike Corrado, where he attracted long poles week in and week out. And he just goes through.
Ament lost his footing on the turf here, which is wet after the rain. Caused this game to be delayed. Ament gets back up and nails it. A bit of a choppy start for the Archers, but Grant Ament has them on the board.
Yes, he does. Grant Ament, the unassisting threat for the Archers. Play him as a passer. He'll burn you as a scorer. You don't want to slide to him? 16 in blue will make you pay. He's feeling it.
That's a midfield in his own right.
3 seconds, split the game clock and shot clock, and there's Tommy Schreiber. Captain America, Mr. Ambidextrous, going to the ground with his left hand.
Break this one down, Jeremy, and let's talk about that release.
Yeah, so I think when it comes down to Schreiber, you know, he's trying to find his footing here. He gets a sprint off, and I think everything just comes from his waist and hips, putting everything right into it, and everything's all forearms from there. You know, kind of following through with the strength he has. And then at
the first game, throw an extra fake or two.
Oh my God!
Oh! Wow! They tried it again, and this time it's money. Amen to Fields.
Give it to me. That is perfection. This is why Grant Ament 2 years ago was the attackman of the year in the PLL, because he was constantly dealing and passing.
A good goal on the play. Foul on Cannons, number 41, 1 minute slashing.
It's Bryce Young, who leads the league in penalties.
That's his fourth.
This pass was terrific. They connected in the prior play as well, and then they went back for good measure. Connor Fields, this is a terrific pass. It was almost a look away while he left his feet.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then the BTB just...
Archers on the power play for 10 more seconds, and Ryan Ambler cashes in.
Boston's out of sorts here. Watch how much cushion they give Ambler on the high crease in the power play. The lack of communication after the reset. I mean, look how open he is.
Yeah, way too much time.
That's Tommy Schreiber with the pass. I mean, that's insane how open he is.
Yeah, it's almost too much time, huh?
15 to shoot. Knolting up top. Campbell, third time's the charm. That is straight cheese. And he goes to the bouncer for 2.
Matt Campbell is now the leading goal scorer on the season for the Boston Cannons. And credit how persistent he is, because his prior shots were in the same location, and Dobson was able to make the stop. This time he stares him down for the 3rd time in this possession, and that's a 2-ball.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the fluid motion of that shot coming in the first half, you know, in the second half it's a little different. I wouldn't have been opposed at 15 seconds.
Oh, Keith! Oh, don't do it to him! Snapping ankles and scoring on the back pedal.
Why call a timeout when you have maybe the best stretch shooter in the universe in Mac O'Keefe? This is nasty. The release here is frightening. But equally impressive was the pass by Grant Ament. Did you see him sling that pass?
Absolutely.
And then the footwork of O'Keefe. So he continues to move to where the ball was. And Van Raphorst loses his feet, and it frees him up with no...
And how they respect it and how they're carrying it on.
That's what this weekend is all about. And Matt Campbell is taking this game over. That is 2 missiles from the top of the arc. He's got all 5 for the Cannons, including 2 bombs.
He is making a statement in a one-on-one duel with one of the best goalies in the PLL, and Brett Dobson. Matt Campbell is not flinching with this showdown. He hits him offside low in the previous 2. This time it is just straight up gas from behind the arc.
He had the backup.
Yeah.
Ament slings it, Fields catches, releases, and scores. Grant Ament is dicing him up.
That's a good way to describe it, Drew. The passes are cutting through the Boston Cannons defense. Watch the release by Connor Fields here. It looks like he almost stops in the middle of it, right? I think at one time when he catches this, he was going to go underneath with a face dodge, and then he figures out, you know what, I'm in a pretty good spot to let this go. Because Garrett Epple's almost hedging the dodge. If he wasn't hedging the dodge, he would have gone out more on Fields as a shooter. He was worried about the underneath move.
Yeah. Short stick matchup for Drenner. There he is, Campbell in his spot. Holman, that's his spot. And finally, a non-Campbell Cannon is on the board. Marcus Holman with his 328th career goal. That's 3rd all time.
Marcus, what did you see on that last rip?
They pressed out on Campbell. We were trying to go to him, so Ryan Drenner just got us going on the invert, and then once you get him sliding, obviously it makes my job easy, just off ball, and Dauber got me on the last one, so I had to beat him. Same spot.
Campbell was responsible for all 5 goals prior to your rip there. What makes that second-year midfielder pop?
He's built different, two-handed. He's just an athletic freak, and he's playing well, so we got to keep feeding him.
Clock was about to expire. Leads to an O'Keefe shot, cursed. What a save, Leclerc, too easy. Trey Leclerc picks up the loose change and has a power play goal to give Utah the lead.
This is a tough one because Kirst makes a really good save on the initial rip from the outside in O'Keefe. That's a really nice lone away stop. But the rebound allows Leclerc to crash the paint.
Now it's Aslanian, one of the best distance threats in the PLL. That counts for 1, and it's gorgeous. Aslanian goes 5-hole for his first goal of the year.
Big lefty. Utah forces him to his offhand. And he stands his ground here on this dodge. Look at the placement here. Aslanian right here just goes up towards the middle of the field, and by going high on that dodge, when he rolls, he still has a good angle.
Still has good angle, yeah. You can kind of see he comes up to 5-on-5, but he's a little far up, but he comes down.
He almost had a switch there.
Oh, Hasek back on him. Nolting scores through him. Asher Nolting is in the goal column, and his team leads by 1.
It's been a heavyweight battle between Asher Nolting and Graham Hasek. Body blows, uppercuts, all coming from Hasek. Here's the answer. The big boy owns goal line extended. He's got the Cannons up by 1. We got a dandy and Mini.
Draws 2. Money. Upper 90 from Ryan Ambler. He's got 2 goals tonight, and we've got another tie.
The instincts of this goal by Ryan Ambler, completely elite. Look how he tucks his stick here. At the last second, it looks like he's going to get trail checked right here. You see how he just brings the stick in front of him. To feel the pressure, Jeremy, is just...
Aslanian trying to get to that left hand. He skips it. Drenner. Oh, it goes in. Dobson had it for a moment, and it trickles across the goal line. It's another deuce for Boston.
This is a tough one for Dobson. He's on it. He's going to look at the replay behind him. Stares this one down. He makes the initial save, but when the ball is moving that fast, there's always a rebound. So hard to make a clean save on a shot like that. Oh. Just unlucky.
Great look here from the net cam.
Oh.
What do you call that? Enough English on it?
Yeah.
Under 5 to shoot. It's number 5 Fields. Sheds his man and scores! Connor Fields goes to the earth for a hat trick.
Depends what flavor you like. If you want quickness shot out of a cannon, the best dodger in the PLL from the attack position, Michael Sowers. If you want slick and an ability to just own matchups with deception and shoulder.
Off the reset, 20 to shoot. Holman turns the corner. Drenner cashes out again. They are making it rain from the promised land. Well, Holman appears to be a little banged up. He made the pass and paid the price.
They needed him to make that pass because they're not getting the distribution from Asher Nolting, who's been blanketed by Graham Hossack. This is the 4-2 ball on Dobson. A spectacular goalie, and Holman draws the 2, and Drenner, so smart not to follow too much because then he'd be in front of the arc. He stands his ground, points to the sky, indicating...
Jesus.
That was physical. Nolting, pump fakes. Another! Aslanian! The Boom Squad dropping nukes tonight.
You know, it's crazy. Sometimes the greatest goalies are better in tight. And when you hit them from deep and you get 1 or 2 past them, they start thinking a little bit more. They're able to get to Dobson, and he is not an easy goalie to master or own. Tonight, they're spraying it from deep.